Welcome to the Victorian era. It looks beautiful, right? Wrong. Everything in this house is trying to kill you. Let's talk about the walls. That vibrant green color, it's made of arsenic. As the wallpaper gets damp, it releases toxic gas. You're literally breathing in poison while you sleep. Thirsty? The water pipes are made of lead. Every sip makes you a little more unwell. Architects back then hated safety. These stairs are steep, narrow, and basically a slide to the afterlife. And if you're a lady, your clothes are an obstacle course. Try navigating those stairs in this. At night, we use gas lamps. They leak a lot. One spark and boom. Those gas lamps sit right next to heavy, dusty curtains. It's a fire waiting to happen. To keep the heat in, everything was sealed tight. No fresh air, just coal smoke and fumes. The kitchen was a minefield. Unstable stoves and copper pans lined with more poison. Hungry? Even the milk was dangerous. It was often thinned with dirty water and whitened with chalk. Okay, that was rough. But surely the water closet is an improvement over the old outhouse, right? Well, they didn't have plumbing traps yet. The pipes connect directly from your toilet to the main sewer. That means highly flammable methane gas is rising from the sewer and filling up your lovely bathroom. Remember, there are no electric lights. To see what you're doing in here, you need to bring a lit candle. Open flame? Meet highly explosive sewer gas. We have a problem. And boom, exploding toilets, a surprisingly common hazard of Victorian life. So maybe the full bathroom wasn't a good idea. How about just a nice, simple bath? Ah, but the tub is made of flammable materials and is right next to the open fireplace. Also, your long nightshirt. Yes, you could literally burn to death while taking a bath. Fire was everywhere. If you did manage to bath safely, you were probably using the same water as everyone else in the house. Gross. Using shared water was a guaranteed way to spread typhoid and cholera. The water in this town is lethal. Think you're safe because you avoided the bathroom? Think again. The Victorians loved to look good, even if it killed them. Makeup was basically a chemistry set. That pale porcelain skin everyone wanted? That's lead. Pure lead. Lead makeup didn't just ruin your skin. It seeped into your system, causing tremors, paralysis, and, well, madness. And for those dreamy eyes, they used belladonna drops. It's literally nightshade. It dilated the pupils but also caused blindness. Even the men weren't safe. High-fashion imperial collars were so stiff they could actually strangle you if you fell asleep. Now let's check on the kids. Surely their toys are safe? Nope. Welcome to the lid paint playground. Candy makers used copper arsenite to make sweets bright green. It made the candy look delicious and lethal. Later in the era, we got glowing clocks. They used radium. It's great for seeing the time in the dark, less great for your jawbones. Women used heated curling irons and flammable hair oils. One wrong move and whoosh, the whole do is a bonfire. Even the rugs were treated with toxic chemicals to keep bugs away. Crawling babies were basically vacuuming up poison. And if you got sick from all this, the medicine was usually just opium, cocaine, or mercury. Talk about a bad trip. The Victorian home was a minefield of fashion and fun, but the biggest killer of all? It was hiding in the walls. You'd think the fireplace was safe, but the chimneys were narrow, jagged, and filled with flammable soot. And yes, they used small children to clean them. If the soot didn't catch fire, it caused chimney sweep cancer. The house was basically a giant lung filled with carcinogens. Then came the modern water heaters. Without pressure valves, these things were basically ticking time bombs in the basement. Remember the steep stairs? At night, with no light and long robes, they were a literal death trap for the elderly and servants. Even the windows were dangerous. The heavy sash weights could snap, turning the window into a guillotine for your fingers. Before vacuum cleaners, carpets held years of bacteria, horse manure from shoes, and skin cells. They were a petri dish under your feet. The fridge was just a box with a giant block of melting ice. If the drainage clogged, the standing water grew deadly mold. Need insulation? How about some magic asbestos? It kept the house warm while slowly shredding everyone's lungs. Scared of the house? Don't worry. Victorian doctors sold electric belts to revitalize you. Spoiler, they just gave you chemical burns. By the 1900s, people finally realized everything here is trying to kill us. Time to move. Modern safety codes might be boring, but they're the reason your wallpaper doesn't breathe poison and your toilet doesn't explode. So next time you visit a Victorian museum, look, but maybe don't touch anything. Thanks for watching.